Hello viewers, welcome to our channel, welcome to Wellness. I hope you're all well. Give us a like or subscribe if you have enjoyed our videos. Have you ever thought or imagined what our heart rate variability means to our health? Or does it even mean anything? Maybe only a few of us have thought about it. But what about the majority of the population? You might be thinking why you have to learn about this because this is only relevant to medical students and professionals. However, it's not just medical professionals who need to study and help us to take care of our health, but we also need to be curious about various aspects of our health. One feature of our health that is important is our heart rate variability, HRV. Everyone knows what heart rate is, but what about heart rate variability? We will highlight and talk about this from several different perspectives in today's video. But before moving to that stage, it is necessary to learn the essential and fundamental knowledge behind it. We will begin with the most straightforward term, heart. The heart is a vital organ in our body. This significant organ weighs less than a pound, and it is about the size of our clenched fist. This tiny organ plays an essential function. It supplies blood throughout our body by beating continuously. This organ works to nourish and provide nutrients to other organs in the body. Heart rate is the value that calculates the speed of the heartbeat, measured by noting the number of heart contractions per minute. The concept of heart rate variability suggests that it is the variation of the change in the time period, or time interval between consecutive heartbeats. Simply, the difference between the two beats is heartbeat variability. The main point is to understand the difference between heart rate and heart rate variability, and people do mix this concept up while talking about it. You can understand it this way. Your heart rate provides you the speed at which the heart beats, and the heart rate variability is the differences in the time between individual beats. Heart rate variability, HRV, shows the duration between two heartbeats and the variation between them. Heart rate variability is measured in milliseconds, ms. It's an amazing idea that the heart rate differs with age. It is around 80 to 130 BPM for children, 60 to 110 BPM for teens, 60 to 100 BPM for adults and older people. Remember, the values can differ a little bit. Also, the values can give us the idea that the heart rate changes and has its highs and lows. Now, the question arises whether the heart rate variability, HRV, being high as a disadvantage to the human body or not. The greater variability between your heartbeats displays a good sign for your body. It proves that your body has strong willpower to adapt to an environment and to handle a tough situation or stress when experienced. According to several researchers, high heart rate variability indicates a healthy heart, good health, reduced probability of morbidity and mortality rate, and good quality of physical and mental well-being. The variation that takes place between the heartbeats is controlled by a primitive system which is also part of our nervous system called autonomic nervous system, ANS. Yes, it's getting a little tricky, but don't be stressed out. Let's take things slowly and one at a time. Look, this primitive part of the nervous system performs the duty to facilitate favorable conditions, and autonomic nervous system, ANS, performs its role behind the scenes. T, autonomic nervous system, manages our heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, digestion, and several other responsibilities. Therefore, it controls and manages the involuntary physiological aspects of the body. Furthermore, the autonomic nervous system is divided into two branches. The first one is parasympathetic nervous system, PNS, which helps us to conserve our energy for later use. Also, it operates our body's day-to-day activities, such as stimulating our digestion, activating our metabolism, and providing a state of relaxation in our body, decreasing heart rate and blood pressure. The second one is the sympathetic nervous system, SNS, which controls fight or flight response. It helps to tackle dangerous situations, stress-related activities, and also increases the heartbeat and blood pressure. This was kind of introduction to the concept of heart rate variability and how it is an essential part of our body to understand. There's a lot more information regarding this area, and much research has been conducted in order to maximize the grasp of knowledge and spread awareness to the public accordingly. The second part of the video will talk about what this heart rate variability, HRV, means to our physical and psychological well-being. Heart rate variability, HRV, is a sign of fitness. If we talk about fitness, it is a broad term that is usually used, but to every person the meaning of fitness differs. If we take the general purpose of it rather than going in depth and confusing ourselves, fitness is our overall well-being or optimal health. But the major components of fitness include muscular strength, flexibility, and body structure and composition. These components help us to engage in the activities of daily living. So how do the heart rate variability and fitness relate? If we have high heart rate variability, HRV, we are more likely to be fit in every way. Let's take an example of an athlete. When an athlete engages in a sport, the two branches we discussed before, parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, switch from one another to vice versa. This switching of parasympathetic and sympathetic vice versa is important. For example, an athlete doing intense practice, running or exercising in the gym, and then relaxing enables the two systems to work accordingly. So if these systems work faster, then there's a high chance that an athlete's body will adapt to the environment and function properly. Therefore, rapid switching between the two systems allows the person to release more energy in the sport, running faster and reacting to the environment quickly. On the other hand, if there's a low-rate heart variability, then your reaction to the environment is inhibited. Heart rate variability, HRV, and the physiological diseases. We have observed that many diseases have increased with the passage of time. Simultaneously, research is being conducted to learn about those diseases and develop treatments or cures for the public. There are various causes of disease, out of which some can be treated in a short time period, while many of them are proved to be fatal. Such extremely serious cases and diseases have increased the mortality rate. However, one feature that plays an important role in such disease is heart rate variability, HRV. Heart diseases that has become common worldwide, and lower heart rate variability, HRV, increases the chance of death to an individual. Therefore, lower heart rate variability, HRV, indicates a greater risk of cardiovascular disorders, such as heart failure, hypertension, coronary heart disease, and heart attack. Since there are a lot of diseases related to the heart, it is suggested that individuals with a higher heart rate variability, HRV, have an improved chance of beating cardiovascular disease and live a longer and healthier life. Heart rate variability, HRV, a sign of physical health. One of the crucial things that influence heart rate variability is our physical health. Commonly, it is very important to take care of our physical well-being to ensure that we don't get caught by untreatable diseases or disorders. We can improve heart rate variability, HRV, by focusing on developing a healthy diet and minimizing intake of junk food, drinking sufficient amounts of water to stay hydrated, staying physically active by engaging in exercise, walking, yoga, meditation, and mindfulness activities. However, if you are overtraining and engaging in extreme workouts, then it is recommended for you to not burden your body and let your body relax, as heart rate variability, HRV, will improve. Many studies have shown that heart rate variability, HRV, also fluctuates with sleep duration. How many hours are you sleeping? Since a decrease in heart rate variability, HRV, is noted in people who sleep less, it is suggested that you need to fix your sleeping pattern, and getting better sleep will increase heart rate variability. Additionally, consuming alcohol causes your heart rate variability, HRV, to drop, so whoever has the habit of drinking heavily needs to minimize it. Mental health and heart rate variability. Now we know higher heart rate variability, HRV, is a good sign. It enables us to control our emotions and stay alert and ready for any situation. However, lower heart rate variability, HRV, indicates that we spend more time in relaxation mode. A healthy mental state can help us to regulate our stress levels, as stress can harm our heart rate variability, HRV. In addition to this, anxiety disorders, panic attacks, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and other psychiatric illnesses are a few of the psychological disorders that reduce the heart rate variability, HRV. To be on the safe side, it is best to be resilient and mentally strong to face our stressors, and if that is not possible, we need to seek therapy or work on techniques to improve our mental state. Heart rate variability, HRV, role of external factors. External factors like climate change and pollution are also relevant factors. You might be thinking that the climate and pollution can only affect the ozone or the animals or the human to some extent, but the truth of the heart rate variability, HRV, is affected by these factors too. No doubt, it may sound weird. However, researchers highlight that warm weather or heat is one of the factors that lowers the heart rate variability, HRV. On the other hand, noise pollution and air pollution, which affects our environment in many ways, also alter heart rate variability, HRV, too. Extreme amounts of noise can alter the rhythm of the heart, and it can produce irregular heartbeats. Healthy air and less hectic environment can raise or improve heart rate variability. So, let's discuss how you can measure the increase and decrease of heart rate variability. The easiest and simplest ways to test is to use apps or watch systems. Over the years, a lot of technology related to measure of heart rate variability, HRV, and other features have been installed in watches and mobile devices to measure this. You can check your heart rate variability, HRV, and your heartbeat, footsteps, pulse, etc. Another common way through which it can be measured is by electrocardiogram, ECG, and it has now become a key tool used to evaluate the heart and other clinical and functional conditions. Heart rate variability is also associated with our sleep. Ever wondered which system is activated while we sleep? Will our heart rate variability rise or fall during deep sleep? Let's solve this mystery. Heart rate variability, HRV, during sleep is a point of discussion. Although studies have shown that the heart rate variability, HRV, would increase during sleep, it means that the parasympathetic system will be activated. The overall patterns depends upon the body temperature, body movements, and stage of sleep. Wow, we have discussed a lot about heart rate variability today. It's time to recall today's lesson. Heart rate variability, HRV, is the duration of time between the two heartbeats, and the greater it is, the less likelihood of cardiovascular problems. Furthermore, heart rate variability, HRV, is a great indicator of our fitness, physical health, and mental health, and can help rescue us from deadly diseases and disorders. But it's not the same for everyone, as we all possess different bodily behaviors, so it is highly individualized. Take care of yourself, your family, and the people around you. Stay healthy and hydrated. Stay tuned for our next video. If you enjoyed this, please hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment.